I'll put it up here with the rest of the iron. Okay.
I have an enchantment table. Yay. Leather. I want leather.
I am leather. Technically, that is a true statement. Wait.
That's really dark. I like wasn't paying attention for a minute. I was like, wait, what? Wait a minute. That's actually not off.
Yeah. Or you know, okay, so you know that advertisement is like smooth Carillion leather? Instead that it's smooth Caucasian leather.
No!
Fuck! Magma slime. Burn in hell. Or you're already in hell. And you can't burn. Fuck. Die anyways. I hate you. I hate...
What you wanted to say was
Fuck.
fizzle in water.
Yes, fizzle in water. Perfect. Thank you, Floof. Fizzle in water, you motherfucker! I need to look up how to prevent them from spawning, but I'm not gonna do that because that's a lot of effort that I just don't have the energy to do.
Oh my gosh, cows. What? So many of them.
Well, what about them?
There's like 3 of them.
That's a lot.
I can't believe I found like 3 cows all in the same area.
I have no 3 cows all in the same area.
So I can't lead them back.
No? You have no leads?
Do I have leads? Oh my gosh, I have 2. But now it's nighttime. Half of me is like, oh, I bet they despawned. I bet this game is like torturing me.
No. I can't.
Yeah, I can't find the cows anymore.
Oh no.
Oh wait, 2 of them spawned.
Yay. Alright, you're just gonna let the cow talk to you like that? Oh my god.
He never said anything bad.
I speak cow now.
Why didn't I bring a shovel?
Because, yeah. Cow agrees with me. You can really hear it in that moo. God, this is gonna do a garbage job of actually lighting the place up, but at least it uses up stuff.
I have now trapped the cows.
Lol.
They're very close to my kingdom, so that will work out just fine.
Wait, so are they captives? Prisoners of war?
I'm helping them make a family.
I just had to ask.
Although you do realize that they aren't your citizens, right?
No, I just had to ask because you said you captured them.
Lol.
Yeah, no. My citizens are... Well, not even like... It's not even that all llamas are my citizens, it's just the llamas who happen to be on my island. Obviously, if you have llamas that were on your island, they are not my citizens.
Uh-huh.
But if you were to, say, take islands, or take llamas from my island and try to somehow transport them to your island, then they would be, like, prisoners.
Yeah.
But that'd be a lot of work. You want to refer to what I'm doing as dirt pushing.
Dirt pushing?
Yeah, it's like paper pushing, but you're relocating dirt from one place to another. So it has double meaning. And I lost track of what I was doing again.
Yeah, I haven't found any sheep anymore.
No.
It's actually kind of funny. Nope.
I'll need to make better storage eventually. I just don't want to.
I need to get over to my other area. Yeah. That's the problem with having it so, like, far away.
Yeah.
And it's not even that far away when you think about it.
But it's just far away enough, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm. And you're not gonna sleep, are you? Gosh dang it.
I can go to sleep right now.
Thank you.
Your work crime. Oh yeah,
it almost sounded like your war crime.
You are a war crime. Yeah.
Aww.
And what's wrong with being a war crime?
I mean, there's several things that are bad with being a war crime.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say, maybe being the war crime itself isn't that bad, but doing the war crime, the person doing the war crime, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because the war crime itself can't choose to do it, right?
Although, here's an interesting thing.
Can't.
If the countries involved have not agreed that it's a war crime, is it a war crime? Because in this land, there is no Geneva, and if there's no Geneva, there can be no Geneva Convention.
But here's the other thing: is it not a war crime even if all countries have not agreed on it? I mean, it's not like because the only reason why certain things are unacceptable is because.
But the reason it's because the superpowers have agreed that it's a war crime. The most powerful countries that are able to actually enforce these definitions. But if the United States and Russia specifically did not decide that biological warfare was a war crime, the rest of the countries of the world would try and fight them on that.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not allowed in politics.
But you're not wrong.
I am never wrong.
I mean, eventually some country might, but it's like they probably wouldn't stand much of a chance.
From the other two, from the two superpowers.
Yeah.
From orbit. Using orbital kinetic missiles, which is a thing that was conceptualized and nearly built. Which was just putting giant metal rods into space and then slamming them down to the ground with enough force to cause what is effectively nuclear blast without actually using any nuclear power. Real life is scary.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But the long and short end of the stick is that these countries technically don't exist, and we have no official superpowers in this. Is there such a thing as a war crime in our world?
Sorry, I saw a drowned, one of my rebels was trying to kill me, so.
Oh. I assume you tortured him very violently.
Am I supposed to tell you this?
I'm gonna start working to make that bigger.
Placing down blacks takes a lot of mental energy.
Yeep.
Technically, a country could decide, yes, it's a war crime, but that doesn't mean that it is officially a war crime everywhere else.
Right, it's only officially everywhere else if that country can enforce it. I mean, maybe one day someone on the server will become powerful enough that they can enforce such things. So audience, comment down below if you think there's such a thing as a war crime in a world where there is no country to enforce war crime law. Nailed it.
I need to just bring my bed back again.
Okay, but remember what happened last time you broke your bed.
Yeah, but I know where I am now.
Okay.
Not to mention the fact that I'm close to my house.
Okay. Yeah, if you say so. I'm not gonna stop you.
I honestly had no troubles with it back when I first started making my stuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Guess who took one of my boats?
One of the rebels?
Different kind of rebels.
Well, now I'm curious. Who took your boats? Ender Boys?
Nope.
I don't even think Ender Boys can get into a boat. Yeah.
Legitimately, it's the rebel. What was it called again? Pillagers. There we go.
Pillagers. Pillagers stole your bed. That's actually really funny.
No, not my bed. Pillagers decided to take over one of my boats, and I killed them for it.
I meant to say both, but yeah. But I actually think that I want to have multiple official beds to make things more easier or firmer.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things I want to do is make a new bed. I need to make 2 new beds, one for Ducky and one for me, so that I can have it in that little bunker area that I have.
I am a bed. Nay.
No, that you sounded like a horse. You went nay. I'm looking for a sheep and I can't find one.
I kind of want a Philly cheesesteak. Actually, I am kind of hungry. It'll be big. I'm just gonna get stuff to put in my face hole.
And
I have stuffed cabbage. I am firmly of the belief that cabbage is just better lettuce.
Yeah?
Change my mind.
I mean, lettuce in general isn't that great to begin with anyways.
But cabbage is pretty good. Not amazing, but better than lettuce.
I really still need to make another bed, but I still haven't found another sheep.
Hmm.
Because I know I'll eventually find it.
Do you now?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yeah. What, did you go and kill off all the sheep on my island?
Yes.
You trying to cause a war?
I hacked into the code and rewrote the sheep spawning code so that they only spawn on my island. Wahahaha. And she's gone. Gone forever. Leaving me all alone.
Hello?
There you are. Hey yo.
I was trying to say this earlier, but it might not be possible for me to get the corals that I want until I have Silk Touch.
That would suck.
Because I tried hitting the coral. I tried... Oh, and that broke it, by the way.
Okay.
I tried getting rid of the stand that was under the coral.
Yeah.
It broke it too. So then I tried using shears, and that still didn't work either.
Have you tried using an axe?
You just want me to break more coral, don't you?
I mean, it's not like it's a very scarce resource.
It's hard to find it when it's just enough above water that I can actually get to it without having to go underwater, making it so much harder.
Fair. Okay. Let me see if I can find any nearby coral that I can try to break with an axe, and I will tell you what happens.
Sea pickles. I took a couple of sea pickles so I could just put them in.
Yay! I am a sea pickle. Nothing around here. Let's try over there. Seaweed. Ooh, underwater ravine, I think. Oh wow. Oh wow, that's really deep.
Yeah?
Yeah, it always surprised me just how deep the ocean biome is. But yeah, it's really fucking deep. And I remember when Minecraft, like, didn't even go this deep. You know? Like, okay, where I am right now, relative to the top of the water, was about how low bedrock was. Just kind of weird. But yeah. So I remember back in the good old days, but it's not like that anymore. Also, there was no coral that is like within walking or even like visible distance. Like, I just can't find it. Oh,
It's fine.
I was in hot pursuit of science, and science evaded me. I think one of the reasons people don't think of cabbage as being really good is that it is like one of the cheaper things you can get. Like, do you remember, or have you even seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
Yeah? Remember in the beginning where it's like, oh, nothing goes better with cabbage than cabbage, because they were so poor they could only afford cabbage?
Honestly, no, I don't remember that part.
Oh, well, it's right at the beginning. Anyways, yeah, cabbage is so cheap, that's actually the kind of jokes that people made, and it's like, well, yeah, it's cheap, but it's also fucking delicious. I am now sad because I am still hungry.
Lol. I'm like, you're always hungry.
Shh. No one needs to know. Okay, I'm almost at the depth for the bank, for starting the front desk of the bank. Still has a bit of a ways to go, but yeah.
So I put sea pickles in my waterfall.
Yeah.
So, once it turns dark, I'll get to see how that looks. Well, actually, first I need to go and get, like,
Nice.
some more wool so I can make another bed. The turtle eggs still haven't hatched.
Oh no. Now I'm worried about them. How long do sea turtle eggs usually take to hatch in Minkrift?
I don't know.
Someone tell me down below in the comments. Should I be worried? Should I be sending an army?
Sending an army to my land?
Yes, to make sure those sea turtles hatch. I will scare the turtles into coming out of their shell. That's how that works.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
I found some black and white, what are you called again? Horses. What? Black and white, what are you called?
Lol.
So, it's so funny to me that just like I can't remember what the word horses is.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure the word horses doesn't really exist.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're actually called clippity-clops.
Exactly.
Ah, I finally found a sheep. Now I'm just kind of waiting for this one sheep to eat.
No, you're not. I defy you. Oops.
Oh, there's another sheep. I can just go and get that one.
No, there isn't.
Gosh dang it, it only gave me like one. The other one ate. I can go and get it. I have 6 now. I should be able to make a bed. 2 beds.
No. This is finally
Here's
high
the-
enough. My downward staircase is getting further.
I'm a little sad.
Yeah.
I thought they'd be a little brighter.
Yeah. I mean, you could try sending them to school. Maybe that would help.
Ha 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 ha.
I feel like there's a chance that Duckus does not return. Like, ever. I'm gonna go get food again. I'm just hungry today.
Yeah, sure. Leave me alone. Boredom will strike.
I beck IS turkey.
Hello?
Hey yo.
Okay, just making sure you're there.
I have Nausicaa's Requiem in my head. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I'm getting to that point where it's like I don't know what I want to work on now.
Oh. Well, you can come over here and help me over here. I'm just like trying to fix some stuff.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Meanie.
I don't remember if you've actually heard Requiem from Nausicaa.
Maybe. Who knows?
Science. Science knows.
Yeah, I think maybe it's that the sea pickles just... Maybe Ducky knows. Maybe I'll ask her once she comes back.
I'm still not entirely convinced she is coming back.
It's really funny. I really love the first room that I built. I just don't know how to do the rest of them for some reason.
I don't even remember if this still works. Let's see. Put that there. It does. Yay! The half decent lighting physics of Minkrift. You know what else I remember from back
What?
then? Remember when
What?
Sponge was first introduced in the game, and it was a creative only item.
Interesting.
That was back before Sea Monuments. I've almost cleared out enough space to put down a enchanting table.
This is gonna be one interesting looking place when it's finally finished, because it's going to take me so long to actually finish this.
Yeah.
Because I've decided instead of making it like, was it a keep?
Yeah.
I decided to make it more of a tower.
Well, that's fun.
Because I think I could do a lot more with it, considering waterfalls could be utilized much more easily with towers. And I really like the idea that a water-based base would have lots of water in it.
Really?
Ha 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 ha.
I mean,
Flowing around it, flowing through it.
I mean, like, I'm teasing you for it, but I actually do agree completely. You know what I'm always gonna remember?
What?
I'm Tigger.
To until?
T-I double gut Tigger.
Huh.
Ye. Comment down below if you don't get the reference so that I can yell at you. Like a mean
Huh.
person.
Well, I only just realized this, but there's a little mine here. There's a little hole in the side of the mountain that's like right next to my going to be base.
I'm still surprised that you found a mine shaft and I haven't, since I'm the one who's always underground. To be fair,
I do
though,
have a lot of luck.
the only one.
Clearly, my mother is committing murder.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Nah, she's not. She's probably, like, I don't know, maybe beating up a chicken.
With her bare hands, which she ripped from a bear with her own 2 hands.
So she...
That's another one of the dumb jokes that I will make repeatedly in life.
But those are the best ones. Those are the ones that actually make me laugh.
Yeah. Well, dumb jokes are the best jokes. The
Yeah.
worst jokes are the best jokes. That is just a fact about life. Have you ever seen that, like, Winnie the Pooh movie where it's about Tigger getting all, like, having an identity crisis about the fact that he's the
Yep.
only one? That was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it greatly as a child. Well, I have the room for the thing ready. Because I have the books on me because I'm stupid. Oh wait, Birch is up at the top, and Birch is and this is one of those items where it doesn't matter what wood you use, so I can use up more of that absolute filth of a piece of wood. That should do it. Okay. 5 bookshelves are the first 5 bookshelves. I still miss back in the day when you could enchant literally every item.
That would be nice to do still.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
I miss my fish of sharpness.
Oh, fish of sharpness. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's sad. Oh, I want a fish of sharpness.
Right? I had the sharpest fish on the block.
That would have been so great.
That's one of those things that I actually authentically really do wish they would bring back. If for no other reason than the memes. It is an absolute crime that they don't do that. And that's why I'm calling my lawyer. I'm gonna get a petition to legally force them to do that. Yeah.
Well, you see, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make this, this, like, arc thing.
Mm.
Because I'm basically making a hallway. Because I figured, hey, this window here might look cool if I just have the window and, like, a hallway.
Mm. When Duckus gets back, you gotta have her payment be that she comes over here and gets your stuff.
I guess.
That's just an idea.
Honestly, I wasn't really paying that much attention.
Mm. Well, now I'm sad.
Oh gosh. This is not gonna be good.
Well, that's what you get for making me sad. Yeah.
Ah, I need another pickaxe.
No. I refuse.
And I locked the crafting table. I'd basically locked the crafting table because I didn't use dirt to cover the top. I used stone to cover the top, and then my pickaxe broke almost immediately.
You can't get to the side of it?
No, I already did it.
Oh, okay. That is really funny. Actually, that's a really funny novelty concept of, like, making a craft table something that's actually hard to acquire. And then, like, people might, like, have an incentive for, putting obsidian or something all the way around it to prevent other people from using it. I have to also figure out where I'm going to put some of the more governmental buildings, you know? Like, if I ever make a war room, that's not exactly something that would go into financial districts, but I also don't think it would go into civilian districts either. I have cleared out so much lava, and there's still so much. It's weird to think that this whole, like, area used to be lava right here. Seldom have I seen larger lava pools in places other than the Nether. You know what always annoys me?
What?
People whose solution to when they come across large things of lava is to dump water on it and turn it all into obsidian. That actually annoys the hell out of me. Like, sure, you might be saving time right now by allowing yourself to cross over where the lava is. But if you ever wanted to build anything there, didn't have obsidian in that exact spot, you just wasted a bunch of time. And return to that later when you had a bucket. But no, you decided to permanently fuck up that location.
They
Good job.
technically had a bucket if they were able to dump water on it.
That's the other thing. They had a bucket. So why are they wasting it on that? May they burn in hell. Nah. I'm a mad, so nah. I have strong opinions. Some might say the strongest opinions. I think it's safe to say at this point that Duckus is probably dead.
Oh, she just messaged me and said that Air Screen did not want to play today, so.
So she's died. A gruesome death. Oh yeah, so a big thing that I wanted to ask, or talk about, is I was planning on starting to see if I can do like commission work to make like costume props for anyone who is interested. I've already started posting things on Instagram of like things I've done in the past. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so far what I've posted is a kniff that I've made and a miniature that I have painted. And later today I am going to be posting another miniature that I painted and a gauntlet that I've made. So, that's what I want to talk about, is just anyone who wants me to make a thing, let me know. And I will get back to you and we can maybe work something out. I'm not sure if Floof is interested in that.
What?
I
was trying to get my bed ready because I couldn't get into bed because of monsters.
Okay. Not Instagram, Twitter. I already have on Twitter some pictures.
Yeah, so under friend, I can still hear him zipping around out there, so.
Aw, he's having fun. Good for him. I think we should all aspire to be more like Ender friends.
I call him Ender friend, but he doesn't really seem like a friend to me. He's not very much of a friend for me. He's very much a friend for you.
Yeah. I still think that Mega Blast Furnace sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. But yeah, so for now, that'll be all. Thanks for joining.
Signing off.
Come back next time, or else.
Hopefully when our brains aren't dead.
Yee. Come back next time, or else. Goodbye. Thank you. And I hate you.
Lol.
Nah.
So monotone.
Bye, boy.
See ya.